initially I was like, just moving it away. And I just remember, no, stay in
Yeah.
the moment, allow the wasp to feel your vibration
Yeah.
and know that, you're no one to mess with, if I
Yeah.
can say it that way.
Yeah.
But as I journeyed up that mountain, the wasp swirled around me, said hi, and kept it moving.
Yeah. And I think the other part of that message as well is that that which you resist persists. So
Exactly.
stop resisting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now
Just
it's, you can be accepting of everything. And I said to someone, listen, just because I accept the conditions of my life, no matter how good or bad they may be, doesn't mean I agree with them or want them to continue, but I will not fight them because they'll stick around forever otherwise.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's the same I can say about challenges.
Yeah.
If people are receiving the same kind of challenges over and over and over again, that means you never really addressed it to begin with.
Yep.
You never acknowledged that this is the state in which you are in. And if you don't like it, propel forward.
Yeah.
Understand what it is you're going through, understand the lessons of the moment, internalize those lessons, and make a decision.
Mm,
Are you deserving of it, or are you deserving better?
mm.
More oftentimes people understand and get to the conclusion that they're deserving better.
Yeah.
Accepting where they were, not accepting that this will always be who they are, but learning the lessons in the moment to forward and propel them forward.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I had a good friend of mine, and he just went from one awful relationship to another to another. And I said, you know what the problem is, don't you? And he said, yeah, I'm meeting all these horrible women. I said, no, the problem is that you're taking the version of you to the next relationship, which
Wow.
can only attract another message, another messenger, because you haven't got the message yet. As soon as you get the message, the bad messengers, which they're not bad, they're serving a purpose, they have a part to play. The moment you get that, your life will turn around.
Absolutely. I say that all the time, and people I work with don't like to hear it, but recognize that that is the case, and then they make the change or the
Yeah.
decision to do different,
Yeah.
right? And you are, the there was I don't remember his last name, but someone was saying, a lot of people have said that you attract that which you are, right?
Yeah.
And if you want better, then think about and energize better.
Yeah.
But there's a slight disconnect there. If you're not understanding that you are deserving of, if you are not cleaning out
Yeah.
the conclusions or the negative conclusions about you, how can you attract better? You got to deal with the gook
Mm,
inside of you first and understand that, no, this doesn't support you, this doesn't support you, this doesn't serve you, this doesn't serve you, this is not accurate. And once you've cleansed or taken all the debris at the foundation, all the sand and the
mhm.
rocks, then and now you have a clear ground or a fertile soil. Now you can attract that which is beneficial to you, and now it can land on fertile soil and then grow.
Mhm. Let's end it just here, and then I'm going to start another meeting. We'll carry on because I have a point that ties just into that.
Not a problem.
So the point I was going to make that carries on from the previous things you said about removing the gook and the junk and all the rest of it was that it strikes me that what we're experiencing right now is much like, the lie about germ theory that you catch things and all the rest of it. It's not. It's simply a cleansing of a buildup of cellular debris, of toxins you've taken on board, nutritional deficiencies, etc. And that to me seems like what is going on at a grand level around the planet right now. I don't like to use the word planet, but around this realm that we're in,
Mhm.
that we are cleansing ourselves of all this junk that's coming out. When people go, oh, this is awful, this is awful. No, it's not. It's part of the cleansing process. So ride with it and develop with it.
Mhm. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's that perspective, it's that shift in paradigm,
Yeah.
right? Yes, this is awful, but it's leaving, it's getting out of you. Yes,
Yeah.
it's pain. Pain almost sometimes, if I can say it this way, in order for one to grow, there has to be some level of discomfort.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you won't appreciate where you've gotten to once you've grown.
Hmm.
In order for, they call young ones growing up and having certain pains with their
Growing
bones,
pains. Yeah.
growing pains, right? And so in order for us to achieve or expand our consciousness, there has to be some level of discomfort to rattle up what was holding that space before that was not beneficial, clearing that energy out so that you can accept and invite greater consciousness, greater understanding of self.
Mm. It's an interesting thing too, because that makes me think about the process of childbirth, that if someone was not aware of that process of childbirth, it could almost seem barbaric, incredibly painful, horrible. There's blood, there's all sorts of bodily fluids, and yet it is one of the most magnificent things that could ever happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, with that perception of childbirth being so painful, and you hear women talk about it, but yet still they have more because the end product was so much more fruitful,
Yeah.
so much more amazing, so much more felt subconsciously that they're willing to do it again. Yes, they remember the pain, but they understood the growth or the benefit afterwards,
Yeah.
or what was gleaned from afterwards. And
Yeah.
so that discomfort is necessary to bring about higher and greater good.
Oh, yeah.
It's so powerful. And just that shift will allow us an understanding that no, life is not supposed to be peaches and roses, and no, their challenges are necessary
Mhm.
to help us grow. And with that simple shift, people will engage situations or circumstances in their lives much more differently.
Yeah. Well, I think if you've never experienced sadness, it's very hard to get a grip on happiness. And if you never experienced darkness, you wouldn't know what the light is.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
it's about that. And it strikes me that we are here to continually expand and develop and gather more, what's the word I'm looking for, more experience. And I've noticed in my life that I get much clearer definition about what I want by experiencing the things I don't care for and I don't want, because they start to focus my mind and you start to say, well, actually, I desire this. So I've come to really enjoy that part of the process when things are going wrong, things don't seem right, because it's helping me focus in my heart on what I want to experience. And that surely will pass, because summer always follows winter.
Absolutely. We're co-creators.
Yeah.
We're co-creators and we have those abilities. We just have to remember.
Yeah.
And that's enjoy. You said earlier, you're enjoying this journey here and this terrain. And that's part of the process, learning, earning, and growing.
Yeah.
And it's just so, it feels so good. We feel much closer to universe. We feel so much closer to the ultimate. And that ability to just experience that allows us to appreciate where we are and maintaining our shape. My mentor once told me, maintain your shape. Don't lose that which you've attained to this point. Continue to maintain your shape and move forward, or continue to maintain your shape and constantly allow yourself to be open to growth and consciousness. And it's amazing how well and how just fulfilling and peaceful that is. And personally getting to a point that no matter what's going on around me, my internal space is at peace. My internal space is safe and well nurtured, despite the malaise that goes on around us. And it's just it's breathtaking. It's breathtaking.